Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am filming my video for Stamping Around the World video hop for July 2025. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Okay, and our theme today is complementary colours. So I have been hunting. I have a little artist's colour wheel, which is actually easier to use than this. And I don't know where I've put it. However, this is one that's based on Stampin' Up colours that I bought a PDF from another demonstrator and put it together. So you can buy a big one like this from Stampin' Up, I think, at the moment. This was before, this one I got before they brought out, but anywho, so it shows you complementary colours are colours that are opposite each other on the colour wheel. And basically I am just roughly interpreting this because it's a bit, you know, there's quite details and you go your oranges, your yellow, orange, your yellow. I am just roughly going that blue and orange are complementary. That's my complementary, and I just want to do a little bit of ink blending, so I'm not going to blather too much. I've also recently received this beautiful stamp set. It's an online exclusive, prairie grass, so I'm going for an ink blended background. I'm using a bit of masking and then I'm going to stamp. That's it. So let's see what happens. So I've got, basically I chose Night of Navy and Timid Tiger as my complementary colours, but also coming in there is Secret Sea because it's complementary to the orange as well. So we're just, that's it. Okay, so I have a layer of white, a layer of Secret Sea and a card base. We've got just for a simple card, of course. So basically just going to use this. Now I want to mask off on here with, I've got masking paper. I've actually had a wee practice, which I mucked up a bit. So to get it straight, I'm using my grid paper here. Right. And then I'm just going to pop a bit of washi tape there, and because I found that when I try to put my masking paper on, this moves. Now I'm not going to be having any stamping at the sides, so I'm just going to bring in the masking paper that I've used already because, well, don't want to waste it, do we? So again, I'm using the grid lines here to help me get that straight, she says, or straight enough. And that'll just keep it nice and still. Another piece here, a bit wrinkled, and we're going to bring that in a little bit further on this side. So that there. Ooh, maybe. A bit bumpy there, but I'll just squash that down. That's okay. So this is the area that I'm going to do my colour blending. Oops. Okay, so as I said, I've got Timid Tiger, one of our new in colours. I love this colour. I do. I like pumpkin pie, but I'm finding that I'm using orange in my creations more than I would have. Now, I probably should have done this on the glass mat, but do take the first bit off because that's what I did wrong before. I just like, so I'm going to go in a kind of, I'm using circles I'm getting bolder. I do this sort of card a lot because I like it. Right, that's, well, maybe a bit more timid tiger, do you think? Yeah, that's a bit stronger in the middle. Right, and then I'm going to come in with my Night of Navy. You need to be careful with these sort of colours because they can get a bit muddy if you blend them too much. So I'm just coming in with the Night of Navy and just a little bit above the Timid Tiger. And did I forget to take, well actually I think my Night of Navy needs re-inked, but oh, that's not clever. Do try to not have your paper come up. So sometimes it's better to come in from the paper, as I do want to have a nice crisp line. I might have messed it, but hey, we'll deal with it. We'll live with it. Sometimes it's good for me to show you why I'm saying don't do this or don't do that. And then I'm actually, yeah, I want a bit more Night of Navy. It definitely needs re-inked. I just want a bit of a darker bit here. Okay, it does look like a mess, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to, at the ends, add in some Secret Sea. I'm just going to use this same dark brush and then I'll probably clean it, possibly clean it after. I don't want much of this, just a wee. This is probably juicier than my Night of Navy, so. I think we'll just leave it at that because we are going to stamp over it and I'm going to use this. So here we go. Let's put the brushes over the way. I think that is going to be good, cool. So again, when you're taking your paper off, see I have made a wee boo-boo there, but we're just going to ignore that. And you're not going to do that when you do this. Do you see how I pulled that diagonal? And carefully. And this one's torn, so. So that is our complementary colour background, which I rather like. And I'm not too impressed with myself with my wee boo-boo here, but I have a solution. Of course we have a solution. Again, just be careful taking your washi tape off because again it can lift a layer of paper if you're not careful. Okay. So, because of this boo-boo, I am going to change my stamping plan. I will show you my practice piece. This was the bit that I practiced and I did feel that that bit in the background looked a bit muddy, so that's why I've changed it up this time. But because I've got this boo-boo, I'm going to stamp some of this here. first, and then I'll add the big stamp. How long is that? Where's my, I've got a long block somewhere. Where's it gone? Oh! I cleaned everything and put it all away last night, so why? Well, here it is. I just can't see beyond the end of my nose. Okay, so this block is good for that. So I'm actually going to do a different stamping this time, I think. You'll see. I just think this will take a, oh, I have to be very careful here because I've managed to, because it's a juicy, I could edit this out and you wouldn't know, however I'm leaving it in so that you know to be careful. And also my editing skills are rubbish, so I'm putting this quite down there, and hopefully this will hide my boo-boo. I just hold it, look, I've got glue on there. I'm holding it long enough just so the ink can transfer. There you go, who knew? No boo-boo, what are you talking about? Then I think we'll have the big stamp with the big floaty grasses. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have real problem with a very short hand span, and the biggest block that we have is what you would need for this. And so I've started using one of my plates for my mini cut and emboss, and I'm getting on much better. So just inking up the stamp. And again, I want to take this, the base just down to the bottom there, and take it out a wee bit. Oh, I did let that slip, so let's hope we get away with it. That's cool, isn't it? And I'm going to use this sentiment, sending the healing power of love. Now on my practice one I put it down there, but because I've used that now, so I'm just going to pop it in here because I can. Put it there, above that grass. This is just such a gorgeous, do I need a bit more grass in there? I think I do. So what I'm going to do is just ink up just the top bit of this. And just yeah, that just, you could even just yeah, I like that better. So just play until you get what you want. And now if I get the stamps out the way and close up my ink, I have made a card with complementary colours. My next issue is, do I have a glue that works? I'm running out of tape and I'm running out of glue. And I've got an order arriving today, and guess what? I haven't ordered either of these things on it. So I need to get another one away. I've actually still got about half a dozen bottles that I've got a little bit in. So I will persevere. But I'm on my last refill of the seal tape. I do have double-sided tape, there's tearing tape as well, so you know our cards can still get stuck down. Bone folder. So do you know what I haven't said? So I hope you've made it this far. Please go into the description box below and see all the links for all the other participants in this video hop. A wonderful bunch of demonstrators from around the world and some very, very clever people. So please go in and have a wee look. There you have it. My take on the theme of complementary colours. Thank you so much. And yeah, please leave us some comments and positive encouragement. Thank you.